Kilgreed here, and I'm going to be drinking Stone Cold Steve Austin's beer, El Segundo's Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA. This is 6.7% on the alcohol volume. This is a 16 ounce or 1 pint. A 4-pack is between 14. It was like $14.99 at a place called Total Wine and Spirits near where I live. And, you know, I think it's fairly priced. I've not even tried it yet, but I'm already biased because Stone Cold is my favorite wrestler. So if you haven't bought it yet and you're going through YouTube videos trying to judge ahead of time whether you want to buy it and try it out, you know, on your own pocket, on your own money or not, I'm not the person to go to use that judgment because I'm totally biased. Stone Cold's my favorite wrestler ever, and I'm glad he came out with a beer. So I'm going to be trying it out. Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA. And yeah, it's a stupid little wine glass, but I want to see what it looks like. I want to see the color, you know. Ooh, look at this. Alright, so for IPA, I mean, it's 6.7%. It's not like it's 8 or 9% or anything. I was expecting a more dark appearance. This actually just looks like, you know, as the foam is going down, this kind of looks more like a regular beer, kind of just a regular golden little beer. Look at that. That's neat. Kind of like how Sam Adams, you know, is an American lager. It's not an IPA, but it still kind of tastes more like an IPA, you know, getting towards the Guinness kind of taste. Now, I remember this was out a couple years ago. This is March 18th, 2022. The beer came out a couple days ago on 316 Day for you wrestling fans and Stone Cold fans that know. Austin 316 and March 16th has been like culturally accepted in the wrestling world as basically a de facto like wrestling fan holiday, 316 Day. So this came out a couple days ago, but I've seen it kind of reviewed a couple years back in 2020 on 316 Day as well, and it looked the exact same. I thought that it had been changed up a little bit, you know, and it looked a tad different, but no, this is the same exact stuff. And I couldn't get my hands on it back then, but I obviously did now. Let's see what it says. Broken Skull India Pale Ale. Steve Austin's signature there. And my kitty is nearby because he smells the beer and he's like, I'm going to get beer too. Even though I'm a kitty, I get beer. Come on now. 6.7, designed by Steve Austin and El Segundo Brewing Company for the working man and woman. It features Citra, Cascade, and Chinook hops. Ooh, nice. Okay. Well, I think the foam has gone down enough to where I can get a taste of the foam and the beer at the same time. Oh, see, this is why I love IPAs more than regular beer and lager. That hoppy, strong, kind of stout taste. It's not like, you know, extra stout, Guinness, or anything like that. But it is a perfect blend of stout and just like a lager, you know, kind of an in-between, a Goldilocks zone. Now I taste the citrus as an aftertaste. A few seconds later, I taste that citrus, or Citra, that is in it. And then it says, now stop reading and start enjoying this awesome beer. Nice. So yeah, this stuff tastes really great. I taste that Citra at the end. Gotta get a big gulp in there. Oh. Yes, sir. I'm loving this shit. I'm loving this. El Segundo Brewing Company. I'd never heard of them. You know what I mean? I guess they're out of yeah, it's Virginia Beach, Virginia. El Segundo. Nice. And I love the look of it. I love the skull right there. You know, Stone Cold Steve Austin has been associated with that logo. Remember the first Austin 316 t-shirt? He had a skull. He said, put a skull on it and Stone Cold on it and all that. And then the TV show that he had a few years back as well. You know, you have that skull right there. I'm glad that he put Steve Austin's, not necessarily Stone Cold Steve Austin's. You know what I mean? He didn't like go full in on the character Stone Cold when he put it on, you know, to the alcohol. It's just Steve Austin. I like that. Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA. It makes it, you know, it makes it more presentable that way instead of Stone Cold Steve Austin's. Now you can make like another version later on that has more decorations on it and is more apt to the Stone Cold character and have like skulls all over it and Austin 316. But for right now, this was good enough. You know what I mean? Just awesome branding right here. Not too much on the character. Just Steve Austin, you know. So I'm loving this right now. I'm gonna chug some. Oh yeah. But since it was a 4-pack for, you know, $15 basically, I'm glad that there are these 16-ounce cans, you know. And it comes in those. It's not just a regular. Yeah, there's a kitty right there. Yeah, see, kitties are entitled to everything I own. Okay, and in their world, their ideologies, that says beer as well. Your beer, my beer. You know what I mean? So yeah, 6.7. I think that's a good percentage. You know, I didn't want it to be like 8, 9%. You know what I mean? And then it'd be so stout and so hoppy that, you know, taking more than 1 or 2 sips of it is gonna make you want to throw it out. You know, I wouldn't do that anyway because that's alcohol abuse. So I'm just loving. Look, the thorns right there, the barbed wire. I'm loving it. Hell yeah. Chug time. And this isn't, you know, this was never going to be a video about me being on point the whole video and saying a bunch of nerdy beer statistics and all that fucking fuck shit. This was just going to be me opening it up, you know, as a tribute to my favorite wrestler and drinking his beer and loving it. That's what it was going to be the whole time, you know. Look, kitty man. You want to jump up on here, Argo? Take a look. Argo's going to join me. Yes, sir. See? Not a nerdy statistic beer video. This is just chill. It might have started out that way at first, like, oh, look at this, and then this is in it, and this is in it. But in the end, I'm going to do exactly what it says. Stop reading and enjoy the beer. And now Argo has decided he wants to join in on that. So who am I to say no? Yeah, look. He's like, I'm going to sniff around on it. Yes, sir. He has to approve as well. I'm sorry, Stone Cold, you're my favorite. But Argo has to approve of it as well. And it looks like he does because I'm having to keep him away from it a little bit as far as tasting it. So look, now he's got to approve of the camera. Does he want to be on TV? That's up to him. Oh, this shit's great. This is great stuff. I'm just so happy that it's not like super, super, super stout. It's not Guinness stout, and I like Guinness. But, you know, I didn't want a beer made by Stone Cold to be so Guinness stout, and it's not. Thank God he stopped. You know, they stopped just short of that. Perfect blend of, it looks like a regular beer as far as the golden look. So don't let that fool you. Don't think it's going to taste like Michelob Ultra or some shit. You know, it's going to taste like IPA because that's what it is. I'm kind of already feeling it in a good way. And I'm just going to finish it off here. There we go. Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA.